Ain't no party like a Mario Party! Mushroom Kingdom is throwing down yet another party, but this time Bowser is bound and determined to crash it in the 10th console installment of the Mario Party series. But is it the biggest party ever, or has the party gone on a bit too long? I'm Jeff Peters with GamerPops, joined by my friend Bowser. Oh, hello everybody. And my other friend Toad. Hi everybody! This is our review of Mario Party 10, exclusively on the Nintendo Wii U! Nintendo teased us with Wii Party U back in 2013, but while it was fun, the non-Mario Party games lacked the personality of their Mushroom King cousins. Well, the wait is over and Mario Party 10 is here, promising more fun minigames, new boards, a new mode featuring Bowser, and all the exciting and frustrating randomness you've come to know and love, or hate depending on how Lady Luck is treating you that day, from this long-running series. If you haven't played one of these games yet, they are essentially minigame compilations featuring your favorite Mushroom Kingdom inhabitants, typically framed within an overall board game construct. There are three main game modes in Mario Party 10: Classic Mario Party, Amiibo Party, and the newest mode, Bowser Party. So, standard Mario Party pretty much continues with Mario Party 9's revamped and streamlined rules, where all participants share a car that zips around a game board where contestants compete to acquire the most mini-stars to win the game. This mode features a little bit of strategy as you try to gain control of the car to set yourself up for success and your opponents up for failure, but a lot of the game still comes down to who has better luck rolling the dice. This mode features the biggest selection and the most variety of boards available. And minigames do play a role in the proceedings, but they don't come up as often as one might think. You know, in older Mario Party games before 9, you would usually have a minigame come up after everyone taking a turn. But here it's just if you land on a space, or if you land on a random space where it decides, you know what, we haven't played a minigame in a while, let's do one. Now, Amiibo Party will probably be up your alley if you were a fan of the old school Mario Party rules, where you accumulate coins in a quest to buy stars, and the most stars wins. As you can probably guess by the name, this one's going to require Amiibo figures. Fortunately, Nintendo are releasing the Super Mario Bros. Line of Amiibo figures just in time to use them with Mario Party 10. You've probably seen them in stores already. You can, of course, use Amiibo from the Smash Bros. Line if they're a playable character in Mario Party 10, but understand that to get the most out of them, you'll have to wipe your Super Smash Bros. Progress off the figure and start anew. Remember, this is because Amiibo can only hold one game's worth of data on them. Now, if you want, you can use a Smash Amiibo without wiping it, but you won't be able to save tokens and bases you accumulate beyond the game you're playing. It's one of those things that might pay off down the line. That said, we were able to play a game with one with an Amiibo that we sacrificed, and three other ones that we didn't have to wipe the data off of. It's just you can't save things from game to game. Anyways, thanks to our friends at Nintendo, we were able to get three Super Mario Bros. Family Amiibos. So with those in tow, we offered up our Peach Smash Amiibo as a sacrificial lamb so that we can show you a 4-player Amiibo party. Now, in a cute touch, you actually unlock this mode by touching an Amiibo to the gamepad from the main menu. The game itself is played on a square board that you loop around. It's not as cool as the complex boards from previous Mario Party games, but at least it's an option to play with the coins and stars rules that Mario Party 9 ditched. At the end of each round of turns, it's minigame time with coins on the line! Of course, it wouldn't be a Mario Party game without twists and turns and other words we can't use on a family-friendly YouTube channel. There are squares that let you steal coins or even stars. Sometimes stars are shot out to multiple locations on the board. Any of these special squares depend on which board you're playing on. Yes, in Amiibo Party mode, the board can change if a player acquires and uses the appropriate token, replacing one random quadrant of the board with another character-themed section. As the game goes on, you could end up with 4 different quadrants on the board. Maybe one's Mario, one's Toad, one's Peach, one's Luigi, depending on what you unlock. So I had mixed feelings on this mode. The kids loved it, but to me it almost seemed like too many actions required in Amiibo, which slowed the game's pace down significantly. Want to roll? Tap and lift your Amiibo. Need to roll for a special dice block or take a spin at some bonus coins? Tap your Amiibo. Want a token? Tap your Amiibo. Use a token? Tap your Amiibo. It can get a bit tedious at times. Of course, every reason why I was annoyed by it were the exact reasons why the boys loved it. They couldn't tap those Amiibos enough, racing to the gamepad when it was their turn. So, keep that in mind. If you want to play with your kids, then, what you perceive as awkward and annoying could be perceived as awesome by them. The newest invite to the party is, of course, Bowser Party, which is the mode getting most of the hype from Nintendo, and I'll give them this, it's pretty fun. It's also the mode that seems to be getting the most hype from my children. It's Bowser versus up to 4 players. If you don't have 4 players, well, we'll fill that up with AI teammates, don't worry. In a chase to the end of the board. Bowser is always hot on the tail of the players in the car trying to outrun him. Each player rolls the dice to try and create distance from Bowser, and, of course, dealing with the consequence of the space they land on, which usually involves maybe giving an extra dice or taking a dice from Bowser or something else. Of course, then it's Bowser's turn, but he gets 4 dice, or give or take 1 or 2, depending on the spaces you landed on, to try and catch you. And if he doesn't get a roll enough to catch you, well, stupid Bowser Jr. comes along to offer him a reroll to give him another chance. Cheaters! Most of this mode is tilted in favor of Bowser, actually. I guess that's just by design. Now, if Bowser does catch you, and he will a lot, it triggers a Bowser minigame, where the King of Koopas tries to drain hearts from the players. Everyone starts off with 6, and they get taken away over time. If a player runs out of hearts, they're knocked out, which makes Bowser's life a lot easier, because that's 1 less roll. Fortunately, if you pick up any heart replenishments along the way, those will revive fallen team members. So even if you lose your initial allotment of hearts, that doesn't mean you're out of the game. I can't overstate how popular playing with Bowser is. The kids routinely fight to see who gets to be Bowser when we play this mode, and it's the one they want to keep going back to. So I guess something about taking on all comers makes it fun, or being the bad guy, or whatever. And, of course, having the rules quite heavily skewed in your favor doesn't hurt. I also think the mode is helped out by some pretty solid 1 versus 4 minigames. We actually ended up having a game with a really tense fight to the finish with Bowser right behind us. 2 players down, and the other 2's heart totals dwindling. It was quite a bit more drama than I expect out of Mario Party, to be honest, but it was fun, except for maybe poor Owen, who lost on the last turn when we were able to use a slow dice block to get to the end, and luckily guessed where the star was hitting. Yikes. I would have to say that Bowser Party mode definitely edges out Amiibo Party as the favorite mode in our house, with classic Mario Party finishing a somewhat distant third. I do want to talk a bit about the minigames in Mario Party 10. A lot of times, minigame collections have their share of hits and misses, and some collections have more misses than hits. Even though there are quite a few recycled minigames in here, I was actually largely impressed with the minigames. Like, there are very few clunkers. There's a lot of variety. That you've got like 1 versus 3s, mini boss minigames, 2 versus 2s. I like the 2 versus 2s because they're fun, and some of them are sport related actually, which were interesting takes on sports we all know and love. And even some of the purely luck-based minigames still found a way to be fun, even if you had to groan about how totally random they were. But it wouldn't be Mario Party if it wasn't random, right? Actually, in fact, we would spend entire sessions playing through just the minigames, which is a testament to how good they are. If you want to just hit the minigames for a while, there are some options besides straight minigame play. Now there is free play, so you can just go jump from minigame to minigame. If they're the 1 versus 3 or the 2 versus 2s or whatever, you can switch out the teammates however you want. It's all good from that standpoint. There is the coin challenge, which you can play 3, 5, or 7 rounds, and you're playing for coins. It's basically just if you finish first, you get 15. Finish second, you get 10, etc. And after the chosen number of rounds, whoever has the most coins ends up being the winner. It's basically playing Mario Party without the boards, and most coins wins. May the best player do what they do. So that's our look at Mario Party 10. Now, what do I think about it as a whole package? There are times where it does rest on its laurels a little bit and just sort of, it's happy doing what it did in previous releases. I mean, the new Mario Party mode release doesn't really change much up, except just give us new boards and minigames. And the minigames are good, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it does push the envelope a little bit with a new mode, Bowser Party, that I think is sort of the unanticipated gem. No matter how much it's been getting the hype, it's the unanticipated gem of the collection, and it's it's easily the favorite in our household, that's for sure, and it's a fun mode. So, I mean, look, if you're looking for a skill-based core-ish type of game where you're rewarded for skill and play, this is not the game for you. No Mario Party has ever been the game for you. So, and you probably haven't even gotten to this part already, because you know it is heavily dependent on luck. It's all about chance. There's a lot of random stuff that happens. It's dropping blue shells basically on you the whole time. You know, let's put it that way. We have games where you go from anger and bitterness to cheering in a matter of 3 or 4 turns because of what's happened. So, and that's what makes it good for families to play together, as long as you understand that, you know, you're playing Candyland or you're playing, you know, Chutes and Ladders. You're not. You have to understand that everybody has a chance. My 5-year-old wins games. When he was 4 and 3 years old, he was winning games in other Mario Party games. So understand that, you know, this is a fun activity for families. Everybody can play. Everybody has a shot, no matter how good or bad they are at mini games. That's what makes Mario Party so good and one of our favorite franchises. Regardless of some of the warts it has, its excessive randomness at times, you know, the fact that it is mini games, whatever. Regardless of all that, Mario Party 10 itself does enough to warrant a purchase, especially if you're a Wii U owner. Because this is, my guess is, with, you know, all the talk about the new Nintendo system that's going to come out in a few years, I would not be shocked if this was the only Mario Party game that we got on the Wii U. And it looks fantastic. Once again, we're seeing what Nintendo can do with a graphical upgrade to their games. It looks fantastic. It plays fantastic. I can't recommend it enough for people, you know, who have kids and want to play a game with them, or even if you have some friends over with a few, you know, brown sodas, I guess we want to call them. Regardless, take a look at it, especially if you can get the one with the Mario amiibo figure package into it, because it's a great deal, because it's only like $10 more, I think, for the Mario amiibo figure. Definitely pick up that bundle if you can. If you've played previous Mario Party games, you will like this one as well. So don't be afraid of that. If you didn't like previous Mario Party games, this one's not going to do anything to change your mind. Look elsewhere. So that's it for the review. For GamerPops, I'm Jeff Peters. If you are interested to see more of what we have to offer, more reviews, whatnot, check out our channel, youtube.com/GamerPops, or click the convenient links placed below. For no reason at all, I'm just going to stick these guys up there, but don't click them. Subscribe to our channel to be notified when more videos come out. Check out all the other things we have. Also, a summary written review of this and other games is up on GamerPops.com, or will be shortly if it's not yet. And check out some of the content we still have on the website too. So until next time, thanks a lot for watching. I'm Jeff from GamerPops, and we'll see you real soon.